nose will just, breathing out of our nose, will just help us to stay mindful, stay present with intentional breath. On our next inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up. So sweep your arms up overhead, interlace your fingers above you. Flip your palms upward, press them towards the ceiling, reaching up, breathing up. Exhale, release the hands. We'll start to twist to our right side. So let your left hand come outside of your right knee. Let your right fingertips face the wall behind you. And you can look over to the right side or let your gaze follow, look all the way towards the right shoulder. And just remember to keep that breath in and out of the nose, coming back to the breath anytime you lose it. Again, that'll just help us to stay present here, stay in this moment. Let's take an inhale and come to the center. Interlace the fingers again, press the palms away, reaching up, breathing up. Exhale, this time we'll twist to our left side. So bringing our right hand outside of our left knee, looking over to the left, or maybe you look all the way over the left shoulder. It's a nice simple stretch you can do every day. Great for the back and the shoulders. Let's take an inhale. We'll come back to center. Interlace the fingers again. Press the palms away, reaching up, breathing up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower our right hand down to the ground and reach the left arm up and over. So you can keep your right elbow straight, or you can let that forearm lower down to the ground. And we lift your gaze up towards the sky, just to open the heart here. So we can have a nice open heart this morning, ready to receive whatever comes our way throughout the day. Let's take an inhale, come through the center. Exhale, we'll lower our left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Left forearm can rest down if you like, or you can keep your left elbow straight, lifting your gaze up towards the sky. With that open heart here. Good. Let's inhale, come back to center. Interlace the fingers again, press the palms away. Let's find a flow. So let's move from side to side, doing our side reach. So lower your right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach over to the left with the right hand. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale, center. Reach to the right. Inhale, center. Reach to the left. Let's inhale to center one more time. Exhale, release the hands. We'll take our right hand and rest it down on the ground beside us, and let our left ear fall to our left shoulder for this gentle neck stretch. If this feels fine, if this feels okay, you can stay where you are. If you'd like to deepen your stretch, we'll take our left hand and gently rest it on the side of our head, using our hand as a weight. So there's no need to pull on the head or the neck. The hand should create enough weight to deepen the stretch. And then if you like, you can find a gentle nod back and forth. To give you a different sensation, a different stretch. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, release, come back to center. Our left hand lowers down. We'll drop the right ear to the right shoulder this time. Same thing on this side. Getting that nice neck stretch on the left side now. And then you can find a gentle nod. You can also rest that right hand on the side of the head if it feels okay. Good. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, release the right hand. Let's take the hands, bring them to heart center with an inhale. We're going to move through this flow called the circle of joy. So our hands start at heart center, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers, press the fist forward. Bring the chin down to the chest and round the spine. Hollow out the belly here. Inhale, extend the fist up towards the sky. Straighten the back. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Let them come forward. Bring them back to heart center. Inhale. We'll move through that a couple more times. Interlace your fingers. Press your fist forward. Exhale. Extend the fist up. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart. Lift the chin. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Let them come forward. Bring them back to heart center. Inhale. One more time. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, press them forward. Inhale, extend the fists up to the sky. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Inhale again. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. And take an inhale again here at heart center. Good. From here, we'll release the hands, bring them out wide. And then cactus your elbows here. So let your palms face outward, bend at your elbows. We're going to do some seated cat-cow, so some seated spinal segmentation. We'll take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the heart again, lift the chin. Exhale, bring those arms close together, bring the chin down to the chest. Good. Inhale again. Open the heart, arch the spine, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, arms come together, chin to the chest. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Let's release the arms. Let's come up to hands and knees in a table position. And from here, we'll do some cat-cow. So just a little bit more spinal segmentation, taking an inhale, lifting the chin, arching the spine. You might feel it a little bit more in your back while you're on hands and knees. Exhale, round the spine, chin down to your chest. Just to get a good one here in our table position. And then come to a neutral spine again. So just come back to your regular table position. And let's do a quick wrist stretch. It's important to do wrist stretches. I know a lot of people tend to do jobs where they are typing on the keyboard or us using our phones. So let's stretch our wrists. So spread your fingers nice and wide, and we'll float back and forth over the wrists. So coming as far forward as you can, and then shifting your weight back. Just doing that a few times. These are some stretches that you can do every day, every morning if you like. Let's move around in a circle to the right now so we can get into some of the different areas of the wrists. Down into the palms, and a couple times to the left. Moving around in a circle. Good. We'll come back to stillness again. Let's bring our big toes together, our knees wide, and we'll float our hips back, extend our arms forward for child's pose. Don't worry if your hips don't reach all the way back to your heels, just do the best you can. Feel free to keep the hips lifted if you need to. Rest your arms on your mat and rest your forehead down. Good. Remember that breath in and out of the nose. So if you lose it, just come back to it. We'll take an inhale in child's pose. Exhale, shift your weight forward again, coming back to table. Tuck your toes underneath behind you, and we'll get a stretch in our heels and in our toes. So shift your weight back towards your heels. If this is intense, you don't have to go all the way back. You can just rock back and forth. But if it feels okay for you, if it's not too intense on your ankles or on your toes, maybe you can sit all the way back onto your ankles, keeping those toes tucked. Might have to pull those pinky toes forward. This is just a nice, quick way to get a toe stretch and ankle stretch, but it can be intense. So just be careful here. Continue to rock back and forth if sitting all the way back doesn't feel good. Still get the same benefits. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift our weight forward. Let's make our way back down to a seat. However you get there is fine. I'm going to cross my ankles behind me and roll back to a seated position. But if you have a better way that works for you, that's okay too. We'll bring our feet out in front of us and separate them about the width of our mat. This is another nice, quick and easy back stretch you can do. So we'll take our arms, bring them inside of the feet, and just walk them forward until you feel a stretch in the back and in the hips. Very simple but effective stretch here. It's one of my favorite ones and one of my go-tos when I need a quick back stretch. Come back to the breath in and out of the nose if you've lost it. Good. We'll take an inhale. Exhale. Walk those hands back. Take the feet, bring them in front of you, keeping the feet flat with the knees bent. And let the hands come behind you. So kind of shifting your weight into the hands so that you are kind of supporting yourself with the hands a bit. And then we'll take our right ankle and cross it over our left knee for this figure four. Now this may be intense right here. This may be enough for you. If it's too intense, walk your foot out a little bit more to give you some more space, some more room. If you want more intensity, bend your knee more and walk those hands in a bit more so that you are closer to the leg. And you should really feel it along the outside of your right leg, along this muscle called your IT band. And make sure you flex this right foot back towards your knee here. And if you like, you could kind of move the knee side to side, feeling different areas, get a stretch, feeling different sensation here. Couple more breaths in our figure four stretch. This is also a good pigeon pose modification. So if you're familiar with pigeon posing, you tend to have difficulty in pigeon pose, you can use figure four as a modification. Take an inhale in your pigeon pose, your figure four. Exhale, we'll extend this left leg to straight. Keep the right leg where it is, and then we're going to step this right foot over to the left. So just bringing your right foot flat outside of your left knee. And we'll take this left arm, hook it around this right leg, and pull it in towards us. This right hand can rest on the mat behind us. You could twist over to the right, or maybe your gaze can come all the way towards that right shoulder. Another good back stretch. And these twisting stretches, they wring out your organs, so you can kind of get your body systems working in the morning, your digestive system working. So make sure you drink a good amount of water after you do this practice, just to get those processes working and getting rid of the toxins that are in your body. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, we'll come back to center. Extend that right leg forward. Maybe shake our legs out really quickly. And then we'll bend our knees again. We'll do those poses on the other side. So this time we'll cross our left ankle over our right knee, foot flexed here. Remember, if you need a little more room, scoot that foot forward. If you want more intensity, scoot that foot in and walk those hands in. As long as you're feeling something along the outside of that left hip, along that IT band, then it's just fine. Well, let's do a couple more breaths here in our figure four. Inhale. Exhale, extend this right leg to straight. Bring the left foot flat onto your mat outside of the right leg. And then we'll hook this right arm around this left leg, pulling it in towards us. Left hand rests behind you, and we'll look over to the left, or maybe we can bring our gaze all the way over the left shoulder if it feels okay. Let's do a couple more breaths here. Take an inhale. Exhale, we'll come back to center again. Extend this left leg to straight again. Let's shake our legs out a little bit. And then from here, let's bend our knees again. And bend them until you can reach the outsides of the feet. So hands come to the outsides of the feet. And then we'll start to scooch our hips back until you feel a stretch in your lower back, in the back of the legs, maybe even up into the shoulders. And feel free to round your spine and bring your chin down towards your chest. Should get a nice, good back body stretch here. Maybe as you're here, you'll start to feel your legs loosen up a little bit and you can scoot back a little bit further. Let's take a couple more breaths here in our seated forward bend. We'll take an inhale in our seated forward bend. Exhale, roll back up to a seated position again. This time, let's bring the bottoms of the feet together, coming to bound angle pose. You might know it as butterfly. So you can grab your ankles or cup the feet and bring your thumbs inside of the arches of the feet. Let's sit up nice and tall to start. Let those shoulders drop away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep your back flat as you hinge forward. And then you can kind of open your feet like a book. Maybe you gently press into the legs with the elbows. Another good stretch for the lower back, a good stretch for the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and round the spine and come down a little bit further if it feels okay. One misconception about yoga is that you have to be flexible to do yoga. And that's not necessarily true. There's always options. You can always opt out of a pose if it doesn't work for your body, or you can modify, or you can use props. So don't be intimidated by yoga. Sometimes you just have to find the class or the instructor that works for you and your body. Stand to gain so many health benefits from a regular yoga practice. Take an inhale. Exhale. Let's make our way back to a comfortable seat, whatever a comfortable seat is for you. We'll come back to our long, slow breaths we used earlier. So you can close your eyes again or lower your gaze to the floor. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Take another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Come back to your natural breath again. Just allowing your body to be relaxed after all the work you just did. Allowing yourself to let go in this moment. And just remembering that today is a new day, an opportunity for a fresh start. How lucky are we that we get that chance again? And just take this next moment to extend some gratitude towards yourself for this act of self care and self love that you participated in today. You should be proud of yourself that you care so much that you would do something good for yourself first thing in the morning. And today isn't doesn't have to stop here. You can continue to show yourself this love and this care every day because you deserve it. Spend a few more moments here with our breath, being grateful, being thankful that we have this moment. Now, on our next inhale, all together, let's sweep our arms up overhead, letting our hands meet up above us. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Thank you all for being here, for sharing your space with me. Thank you to the Life Festival for having me. Hope to see you all soon. Namaste.